CBT Naruto.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present third round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Well, this is one of my favorite tournaments of the year. It's the EA Sports Spring Invitational and just a stunning golf course. It's Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, we're in for quite a day.
We are. We're going to see the decision-making processes of some of the fine players out there today. And the reason why I say that, Rich, is because there's so much elevation here at Wolf Creek. So you're going to have to make those adjustments on the downhill and the uphill. Club selection decisions. And of course, the one that does that the best is more than likely the one that's going to come out on top.
So the action is underway, and we'll take you out now to our featured golfer here at number 1. Frank, time for the third round and time for a good start.
That's right. 2 rounds in the bank. And what will today have to offer?
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Frank, not close, but not bad either.
You can always make the odd 20-footer, and that's exactly how far they are away.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that. When you consider the length of that putt, it was a good putt.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Clean this up with a tap. In for par. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box is at 9 stories high. It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot from the rough, it's on the way. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Now that's how you do it.
Now on to the third, first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's
When I said do it.
227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a
execute.
par 3
Now that's how you
amongst this
execute.
desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across. Yeah, this hole's only 383 yards. And it won't even really play its distance. But of course you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway.
Good-looking shot right here.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach,
Getting him another good look. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
Just pulverize that golf ball.
Long, just met longer.
That is an absolute seed. I mean, he just ripped a bullet down the fairway. Oh my goodness, 375 yards. That shot does finish up on the green, but it sets up for a very difficult putt. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
It's no snack though.
With a good read, might have been able to make it from that distance, but not to be. Nudge this one home, finish it up. He's made it. Frank, here at the 6th, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee?
Got to be careful here for the longer hitters, Rich. Driver actually might be too much. That stream that we just saw at the par 5 fifth hole, it also comes across here. So something that lands short of that, which is in the vicinity of 280, 290 yards. That's the key. From there, well, you're not going to have too much more in, sort of 140, 150 yards in. It is a dogleg right, but found that fairway there. Second shot played just a fraction uphill. And this green, it's got more humps and hollows in it. It's to be expected, though. This course is absolutely crazy.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. So a chance for birdie. after another solid approach shot.
Oh, inexcusable.
For par. Good par. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch, you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. And getting ready for the putt. You can't leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you left it short.
All right, I won't say anything. Birdie try again here today. That's the idea. Just knock it in. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of this green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Really. This is an awkward length. How did that not go in?
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Just 5 feet left. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee. All these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter, just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. Chalk that up as a birdie for the scorecard. Now the start of the back 9 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, or as I like to call it, Mind Blower Golf Club. Frank, everywhere you look, it's just a mind blower. I mean, this one is hard to believe.
Yeah, this one's also a hard hole. 472 yards off the back tee. The fairway is a little wider than what it looks off the tee because that sort of desert ridge on the right side there. That blocks part of the fairway. So if you can imagine that fairway opens up a bit, then you'll be fine. A good tee shot down here, especially with that elevation there. That sort of shorten the hole up a little bit. 270 yards gets you past all those bunkers on the left side. They'll take those out of play. And once again, a little bit uphill, and you can see the green shapes a little bit to the right. So make sure you're aware of where that flag is.
That is a gorgeous shot inside of 5 feet. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough, just persuade yourself. Try not to look at the canyon and the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
Early part of this second iron, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5.
Just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
'13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees, but very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and I'm not quite sure on the outcome.
Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see 2 par 5s back-to-back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
Well, he's going to beat himself up on the way to the next tee. You don't miss those putts. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Has his par. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's where you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Okay, partner, what's the right play into the green here at 14?
This one, Rich, you'd actually like to go green backwards, because if you look at the green first, it's got three distinct levels. It's the low point at the back there, and then there's a high point in the middle, and then obviously the front of the green. So you've got to know exactly where that second shot's got to land. Plus, chances are you're going to be playing that second shot with the ball slightly above the feet. Therefore, the tendency for a right-hander is that ball to be coming in with a draw. So be very cognizant of that.
Good putt. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Getting set now over the putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Well, that's why you build a big lead. You can afford to drop one or two.
Well, it's hard to criticize a player for being sloppy when the lead is that big.
Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. And I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should set up nicely for a birdie.
That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward. And I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
This one has a chance to be close. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. 12 feet still to go. Unstoppable right now. That's an eagle. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you expect to hit it close.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
CBT Naruto. Over and out.